The lovely thing about today is the fact that it looks like things aren't too cold in South Africa, which we love. Even though it's winter, we're getting a little bit of sun. Speaking of light, though, my friend, BONITAS Medical Fund is bringing light to incredible communities all across South Africa, communities that are actually in need. We know that clean water and even access to it is a basic fundamental human right in this country. And this is why BONITAS Medical Fund has said that they want to be a part of making the difference to allow South Africans to have that basic human right and not have to struggle when it comes to having access. So today, what is it exactly that BONITAS Medical Fund is doing to make sure that that happens? Well, my friend, take a look at this.
Reason for our visit to Kwebeni today is the official handover of the BONITAS borehole at the village of Kwebeni.
One of the main challenges our community faces out here in Kwebeni, the rural Eastern Cape, is we don't have access to clean drinking water. Our village alone has over 3,500 residents that are forced to use contaminated water sources. These dirty water sources present symptoms such as stomachache, hair loss, diarrhea, and all sorts of terrible diseases, especially the young ones in the vulnerable groups.
We spoke to our teams. They were ready to come, but we needed a donor. We spoke to BONITAS, who we have a very, very good relationship with. They took 24 hours to decide to do this borehole. We brought our teams out here in May. We started drilling. We found water at the third attempt. It was a yield of about 1,000 litres of water per hour, which is ample for the community. We went ahead and installed our pumps, our storage tanks, and then we had a look at the situation of electricity to the school. We didn't want to burden the school with additional electricity bills and decided to do a solar array, connect that to our solar pump. The ball is off the grid. It gets its energy from these solar pumps. You know, there's enough sunshine in the area, thankfully, so this pump is pumping all the time.
I'm happy to see you guys here as you come to open water for us. You made a big difference because there was no water for 8 years. Now, for this is going to help everybody, school and community.
In reality, I'm running short of the English words to say how much we are happy with us, with the assistance that we received from the gift of the givers and also from BONITAS. We are so thankful with them, and we are so hope that they can always assist us, give us a hand when we need them. Really, we are so thankful with the community and also the school at large.
Beautiful, clean water with a great pressure. So now our village, our 3,500 residents, have access to water for cooking, cleaning, washing, drinking. BONITAS, gift of the givers, enkosi kakhulu.
You want to give a round of applause to everyone. This is BONITAS Medical Fund showing that you can in fact make a difference in a completely different way. Because my friend, this today is what we are celebrating, just the work that is being done in the most important way. And this is why we've got Lee Kalakopin in the building, who is the principal officer of BONITAS Medical Fund, to tell us a little bit more. So everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome, please. Lee, how are you?
Good morning, Zandele. I'm very well, thank you.
That's good. Lee, do you see, you guys do such important work that I'm wearing your colors today. I thought it was right.
Thank you so much.
Lee, talk to us. You know, why is this incredible job that you are doing, something that is genuinely having an impact? And why is it something that you genuinely felt like you had to do?
Zanele, probably as early as 2018, we sat down and had a deep thought process around how do we make a difference to South Africa. We're the medical aid for South Africa, second largest, biggest medical scheme.
Yes.
And one of the key aspects for us is to understand our connectivity as an organization, our members in the society in which we operate. And some of the key challenges that we identified from a societal and ecological perspective is that of access to water.
Yeah.
And who better to partner with Gift of the Givers that brought forward to us some amazing projects in terms of where we can start looking in terms of creating access to fresh water at healthcare facilities and public facilities. Such projects included, you know, the Kobeni Junior Secondary School in the Eastern Cape, Kalafong Hospital in Tshwane, and most recent one, the Boitekong healthcare facility in Rustenburg.
Yes.
And that enables people and healthcare workers to have access to fresh water, because some of these communities do have challenges in terms of being able to operate, have access to healthcare. And as we know, fresh water and hygiene is a critical factor in terms of healthier living and managing your healthcare. And as an organization, it was important for us to be able to uplift the communities and the societies in which our members find themselves and operate in.
Definitely. And I think you genuinely, you know, just have put it out there so beautifully as well, Lee. So well done to you and the team. But I also think, you know, just you touching on the fact that you're even allowing healthcare workers to have access to clean water. I mean, I think that that's something not everyone thinks about. That yes, there's the doctors in the rural areas and everything. It's like, oh, you guys are doing a great job. But for you to actually empower them with having access to clean water, which they don't have, and things we don't think about, that's incredible.
100%. And, you know, our healthcare professional workers work under very challenging and stressful basis. So giving them the enablement, like, you know, basic access to water so that linen can be washed, so that they can operate, makes their work so much more easier. So we identify that it's not only about the community and the patients or the members, ordinary South Africans, but also enabling our healthcare workers to be able to discharge their responsibility. Apart from the Bowl Project with Gift of the Givers, we've also done bursaries for, you know, medical students, so that we can actually contribute towards the human resources challenges within South Africa, so that we have more healthcare workers in terms of being able to provide access to healthcare for all South Africans.
That is so beautiful. Lee, you're putting such a big smile on my face, because honestly, I feel like you guys have had such a holistic approach to this. You know, you're not just giving the water, you're even giving bursaries and things like that, which is amazing. But now let's talk about, you know, when you have a project like this, there are certain markers that allow you to know that, okay, we're doing our job exactly the way we wanted to. We're executing and reaching certain goals. What do those goals look like? What do you want to achieve with this project?
Well, it's deeper than just the quantitative goals around it, Zanele. It's having a deep and profound understanding in terms of the environment in which we operate and our members find themselves, and understand the interconnectivity between private and public healthcare. So key for us is understanding in terms of what's the, you know, our membership base, where do they find themselves, what is the interrelated challenges that they face in terms of being able to have access to healthcare, the quality of healthcare. And those are key for us. So by way of example, if you think about the Kobeni Junior Secondary project that we've run, there we identified that we had close to 100,000, 65,000 of our members living in the surrounding area, and appreciating that there's close to about 4,000 families that didn't have access to it, to fresh water. And the bowl enabled that, and enabled the facility where the bowl was created with Gift of the Givers to actually access water.
That's beautiful, Lee. And oh man, I wish you guys all of the best. And I wish you more and more of these successful little projects within this big project, because that's what it's about, right? But just with us talking about, you know, Bonitas Medical Fund being the medical aid for South Africa, you know, talk to us a little bit about what exactly is, you know, the way in which you run to 100% create sustainable communities in this integral part of really just providing for South Africa. But on top of that, how you want to build up those communities even more.
100%. The key for us is to appreciate that there's challenges in South Africa when it comes to healthcare. And key for us is the public-private partnerships that we can have in enabling universal healthcare. So key for us in terms of building that is understanding specifically the facility challenges that our communities are faced with, and how can we actually as a scheme and through our members make a difference in terms of equipping those facilities to operate effectively. The human resources component, as I mentioned, you know, helping in terms of facilitating doctors to qualify through our bursary program. further to that, also one that I didn't mention that is unrelated to the access to water,
Yeah.
but is also a program that we did in terms of audiology screening for young students, because
Beautiful.
kids just being able to hear correctly helps them in terms of their education.
Lee, you guys are doing such
so
great
those are
work.
all the interrelated components that one can
Yeah.
focus on in terms of the connection between healthcare and improving South Africa and the productivity
Yes.
of South Africans going forward.
Beautiful. Well, Lee, congratulations to you and the team. Genuinely, you can be so proud for the work that you're doing. And thank you for doing that work. You and the gift of the givers. I always say not all heroes wear capes. And you guys are just
So
testament to
Nele,
that.
we as organization can't take the credit. It all goes through to our members, because
Beautiful.
the members joining is contributing to actually creating a better society in South Africa.
Beautiful. And I am a member, okay, if you didn't know.
Thank you.
Yes, I am.
You
Thank
contributed to these great
I know.
initiatives.
Do you see what I'm doing as a member? What about you? I'm joking. Expresso family, the Bonitas Medical Fund is doing such amazing work. And truly, my friend, this is what it's about, doing the little bit of a difference that you can in your corner, just like Bonitas as well as the Gift of Givers are doing. And I genuinely say this, that we always can do more when we come together the very same way that they have. And this is why we got to say that we don't just quench thirst when we provide water like this, my friend. We also fuel futures. So very big ups to the incredible Bonitas Medical Fund as well as Gift of the Givers. Right about now, we've got so much more to come. But this, my friend, is a very incredible celebration for us as South Africans.
We make our plans affordable, with additional benefits for kids at no extra cost. When you need us, Bonitas. Join now.